Hello, bookworms, bibliophiles, and lovers of all things literature, and welcome to the next chapter of the Braless Book Guild podcast, where we discard our bras and hold ourselves accountable by talking about books both published and unpublished. We are your hosts. I'm Jenna. This is Marissa.
Hello.
And that's Megan.
Hi.
All right. And before we get started and I get completely sidetracked, let's talk about what we're drinking today. Marissa, let's start with you.
I am drinking the Boston 1773, right? Something like that. It's just an English breakfast tea. That's all it is.
But you're doing it because...
I felt it's appropriate because we just had 4th of July by the time this episode comes out. So,
yeah. And what about you, Megan?
I am drinking the Mr. Darcy tea.
Which I just realized how ironic it is that you're drinking the English tea.
Oh, hey.
Versus drinking the English tea.
we're the rivals.
Right.
Yes. Enemies to lovers over here.
Yeah.
Marissa made a no.
Can we mix our teas? Make them kiss.
Probably could.
The teas are the rivals, not us.
I'm drinking a coffee. I'm drinking coffee today, not tea. I thought I'd have a coffee in before I got here, but that did not happen. So I'm having a nice vanilla cafe au lait.
So you're the Swiss of our rivalry.
Yes, yes.
I'm not getting in the middle of this.
I am Switzerland. I am over here, not part of this.
Yeah.
I feel like coffee and Switzerland do not actually go together.
You know, I don't know. Do we have any
Chocolate.
Swiss followers?
Chocolate.
I mean, when I think coffee, I think, Central to Southern America. So.
Oh, I think of Kenya.
Or that.
Yeah, that's all I think of.
Pretty much anywhere tropical is where they make the coffee. But I always think of, like, Italy for espressos or Paris.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know nothing about coffee, so.
I think of Italy specifically because of Solus. And
Yeah.
when she's like, don't trust the bean juice
The
or
bean
whatever.
juice. We like our burnt leaf water.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Toasted leaf water.
Toasted.
Not burnt. Coffee's the burnt bean water.
So for this episode, we decided we're going to talk about where we are, what we've done this year, what we've accomplished, and pretty much find out just how little we actually have done. Although Megan's always the overachiever, so I'm sure she's got plenty that she's done.
I've done a lot. It's been a busy year.
Do you guys know how many books you've read this year?
48.
Jeez, you have actually doubled me. I'm exactly 24.
Oh, dang.
You are exactly twice as many books as I've read this year. What about you, Marissa?
I think you've got 4 times what I have made. Hold on.
Are you 12?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. I put a trilogy in here. Not trilogy, but 3 books under one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my gosh, read one really quick.
Read one really quick. Yeah.
Because then we're 12, 24, 48. Doubling. There is probably someone out there who has read, would that be 96?
Yeah.
96. Did I math that
Yeah, you did.
fast? Nice.
Could be an
What does
accounting.
Ken say? Sublime.
I think I did just see a TikTok recently that was something along the lines of, like, my goal this year was to go through my TBR and at the end of the year have less on my TBR than what I started with. And they were like, so I started with like 236. I read 100 and something. I now have 284 on my TBR.
It's true, though.
That is 100% life.
Yeah. I also have been seeing a lot of people talking about, like, consuming books and how it's become a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of am, like, agreeing with that. Like, as much as my goal is 100, but I think for next year, what I want to do is, like, lower that. And I want to, like, spend more time enjoying books than racing, I guess, to say, like, oh, yeah, I can, like, finish all these books. But then the other problem is that with that is any free time that I have to spare, I just want to read.
Right.
Or, like recently I've been watching a lot of shows and stuff and movies, so I've been doing a lot of that more than reading. But I think next year I want to, like, take a breath and actually, like, focus on the books
rather
than
than the
consume
number.
the books, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say it's funny because it's like there's a happy middle ground for me. Like, I like that I have a goal. I like that this podcast kind of holds me accountable because I will get into reading slumps and just spend months not reading because I'm like, oh, I have too much going on, and well, I really like the last book I read, and I don't want to find one that's just as good or whatever, you know? And so then I can go, like, a long time, and now that I have this podcast, it's like, I don't want to spend every week being like, I haven't read anything in 2 months, you know? But at the same time, when I do focus too much on the goal, it's like I end up reading a lot of quick little books and not enjoying, like, Prior of the Orange Trees and stuff like that, because you're like, wow, I really want to make sure I get a good amount of books in instead of being able to sit back and read the big ones that I like.
I did read another one. I didn't count A Day of Fallen Night on mine.
Oh.
So I am at 12.
You finished that this year?
Did I finish it this year?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was early this year. I remember you were reading it while I was reading, I'm pretty sure, while I was reading your book for this year.
I don't remember.
I don't know. That feels like a last summer to me.
It was definitely not last
winter.
summer.
It was
If it
winter.
was last year, it was like the end of last year. It was one of the last
Okay.
books I read. So
Look, that should count as 4 books. I'm just saying.
How many main characters
no,
are there?
then it
in
must have been last year because we talked about that. It counting as more books than
Maybe.
that? Anyway,
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
Okay.
I'm glad. I really wanted us to be divisible by each other and multiplications of each other, so think of another book.
Sorry. Count
Go-
my webtoons
Yeah,
that
you
I've
count
been
your
reading.
webtoon?
Well, if we count my webtoon, but then it adds an extra one on because I've been reading 2 of them.
oh yeah.
So
So on that note, I guess we were talking about how many books we have read. What about writing? Have you guys gotten any writing done this year? I know Megan pretty much started a new entire book this year, right? Not ready. Marissa, have you gotten any writing done this year? Because my answer is no.
not any like novel writing or anything really. I think I did a little bit at the beginning. I've done some like poetry and whatnot here and there, but nothing. Not just sitting down and writing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's halfway through the year, and I was like, I've done nothing. I have read a decent amount of books this year, so I guess I'm doing okay, but I have gotten no writing of my own in yet. And I love my husband who's like, we'll make time for it. And I'm like, yeah, we will. We have the best of intentions.
Yeah.
What about you, Megan?
Yeah, I've kind of fallen off in the last couple months. I think since I had my fly to Washington D.C. and then get COVID and then go to Disneyland debacle, that really took a lot of energy out of me. So I haven't really been writing, but I have been trying to be consistent about doing writing night again, which I message and you guys don't respond.
I couldn't because I was playing video games last night.
Video games.
Well, I had D&D and then I was playing video games. So
I forgot it was Wednesday last night.
yeah,
Like the days have all blurred together to me.
that is writing that I'm going to be doing. I am going to be GMing a game, so I
Oh,
will
yeah.
have to write that story out.
Right. Well, we're doing writing night again tonight if you want to join. Depending on how much cleaning I get done.
The funny thing is that you guys message on Twitch, and I just automatically
Not
always
Twitch.
Discord.
Sorry, on Discord, and every time I see a little emblem pop up, I just automatically assume it's something like an ad, and so I just dismiss it and forget that you guys actually talk to me on there.
Can I turn it into an ad? I'll be like, join now for 500 words of your own story.
I do the same thing with Snapchat most of the time because Snapchat, I'm going to delete that, honestly, because I just 90% of the notifications I get from it is like, oh, one of your contacts is on Snapchat. Oh, this ad posted a video. You should watch it. Like,
Yeah, it's the
Dang.
same thing. I was getting frustrated with it because I tried to turn it off, and it was still doing it.
mhm.
And I was like, this is annoying.
I didn't even know Snapchat was still a thing.
I only snap Jenna. But the thing I like about it is an external place to put some pictures so that I
Yeah.
have more storage on my phone.
Oh, cool.
So that's
didn't
part
know
of
it
why I
did
keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much mine too. And I use it to keep the people that want to see everyday life of my son updated.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, if I throw that on Facebook, half of those people don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So everyday life is just videos of Elias all day, every day.
Okay.
You at least have the family photo album app.
I do. And actually, that's actually why we got the family photo album app, is because we realized that our phone was getting bogged down by pictures of Elias, and this gives us an external place to store those, and people can kind of tune in and look at it, which is really cool. Not an ad, but could be.
All of these apps. Hey, Discord.
All of these apps as we on Snapchat.
Except for maybe you. Look, we'll change our tune if you give us money. Just saying.
We'll
Yeah,
sell
beat us.
out.
We'll sell out. It's fine.
So back to writing.
Yeah, I want to get some writing done. I need to set some time aside for me to just do it. But like you said earlier, is like if I have any free time, I want to read.
Yeah.
And especially because like I've been kind of on a roll with finding good books. Although I say that now and I don't have a good book right now. But like I'd been on a roll with doing books that I really was enjoying. So it's like I was just like every chance I'd get, I'd be reading if I could. So it's hard for me to sit down and write. And that is a lot harder to do with a kid because he wants my laptop and he wants these things. The book I can kind of convince him to
needs to learn
have
about
his own book.
boundaries.
Yeah, 2 doesn't have any.
I know, right?
Two's
I
like-
say that as having been a 2-year-old
Right.
teacher.
I'll say this.
There are no boundaries.
You are the same person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a goal. It'll get there eventually. I will eventually write, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year. Maybe I'll get 1 chapter in this year.
Yeah.
I don't even remember when my last chapter was.
You didn't we have one in like February or March?
I didn't know if it was then or the end of last year. So maybe
I
I
thought it
wrote
was
1
'cause
chapter.
We didn't really do our critique group until this year because I spent January plotting my novel, new
Okay.
novel, and then February and March was when we started doing our critique.
Perfect. You have the planner, so you are better control of like what's happening in my day-to-day life.
I remember something. But for me, of my new novel, I only have like 25,000 words, which if I had stuck with my plan, I would have been mostly done with it by now. Alas. But I also decided that I really want to get an agent this year. So I had to go back to my first book that I want to get published. And I want to, like, I've been like really focusing on doing a lot of major edits with that. So if we pick up critique group again, then I will be submitting that to critique group.
Yeah. Yeah, we do need to do critique group again.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually. Okay, so what about some notable reads? What's your guys' favorite books that you guys have read so far this year?
I have a lot.
You have a lot.
Well, you have 40-something books to choose
I
from.
was gonna say,
So.
you have
I narrowed it down and I tried to choose ones that I sort of haven't really talked about as much. I know I've talked about this book a little bit, but Book of Night by Holly Black. That one has, I think, kind of just really stuck with me. And did I request an ARC for the second book? I did. Do I hope I get it? For sure. Because I don't want to have to wait till September to read that one. Because I desperately need to know, because the ending of that book was just mind-blowing. I think I also talked a little bit about The Wild Huntress by Emily Lloyd-Jones. And I think that one was just, it just had like this plot twist I didn't see coming. And that's why it like also stuck with me, because it's hard to get surprised by a book.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember if it's the second book or the third book, but it's The Hemlock Queen, and it's the Nightshade trilogy by Hannah F. Whitten. You, Jenna, would love this series.
It's been on my TBR for forever.
It is so good. It is like, it's like dark, almost necromancy magic kind of feeling, with like what I am hoping becomes a throuple. I want it to be a throuple. I think they deserve to be a throuple. We'll see. And then the other one, the last one that I have, is Queen of Nothing by Holly Black as well.
Yeah.
And that was the one, I haven't had a chance to really talk about it, but we did our promise to each other that you would read Caraval series and I'd finish off, or you'd finish off Caraval series. I would finish off the
Cruel
the
Prince.
Folk of the Air,
Yeah,
Folk of the Air, I
something
think
like
is
that.
the name of the trilogy. But yeah, the Cruel Prince. So I did, what was it? The King of, what's the second book called?
I wanted to say Nothing because it says Queen of Nothing.
Oh no, it's the something King.
Yeah, The Wicked King.
The Wicked King. Good job. The Wicked King and then the Queen of Nothing. I loved them.
They
Like,
were so good, right?
They were. I still think the first book is not good.
Oh God, the first book's awful. It was like I didn't want to read those books at all.
Yeah.
Because of the first book, and everyone was talking about them, and then I was like, okay, yeah, they're good, but they're also like not so good that I feel like it makes up for the first book. But then the longer that they sat with me, the more I was like, no, this is actually like really good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
For me, it was the second book. I was just like, because I was still like anti-Cardin.
Yeah.
I just didn't really like it as much. But then once I got to the third book, I like gasped like 5 times throughout that book because I was just like, and then I actually really enjoyed it, and I did think that their relationship grew on me. So yeah. So yeah, those are mine. Who's next?
Marissa, what books do you?
The thing with mine was I just DNF books that I don't like. So most of the books that I do read, I like. So, I mean, I talked a lot about Society of the Snow at the beginning of the year. That one stuck with me a lot. I got into Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I did not finish that yet, the like whole series. I've got, I think, 2 more books. That was the one where I'm like, I have to count extra books because it was 3 books that I read on that. I listened to. It was audiobook.
It still counts.
It still counts. Still read it. Still consumed the story, right?
Yes.
I really liked our fellowship book, Ryan's fellowship book, Intercepts. That one stuck with me quite a bit. And then Stonewall Reader was awesome. And then I recently listened to the audiobook for the short story by Alex E. Harrow, The Night in the Butcher Bird. I don't think it was like a perfect. It wasn't like 5-star for me, but it was also really well written, I think, and very interesting. So,
guys, sad face. I have 25 books. I forgot to put Yumi and the Nightmare Painter on my list.
So it's 25.
Fine. So you're not the one messing it up, Marissa. We're almost divisible by each other. Sad news. I'm really intrigued by Ryan's Intercepts book, so I'm curious about that one. And I definitely want to read Society of the Snow, or at least watch the movie.
You should watch the movie for sure. I think the book is great, and I like the book. I listened to the audiobook of that one as well. It was one of those ones where I kept putting it on when I put it on for a lot of things, but like I'd put it on when I was going to sleep, and then I'd have to go back because I'd fall asleep to it, and then go back and listen to it because I wanted to get the full story of it. And I rewatched the movie like 3 times. I watched it dubbed in English. I watched it dubbed in German so I could practice German. And then I think I had put it on, or no, I had watched it in the original Spanish or Portuguese or whatever first. I watched it dubbed in German, and then I had put it on while I was like doing chores and stuff like that, so I put it on in English. So I've watched it in 3 languages now.
Well, then it must be a good one. So I'm definitely going to have to watch it. Yeah. I feel like I am the person that if I read a good book, I don't shut up about it, so you guys all know what I'm going to talk about. I really, really, really enjoyed the Celestial trilogy that I had gone on about a couple episodes ago. And I think that one was one of my favorite young adult novels that I've read since I stopped reading young adult novels. But I also really enjoyed for young adult novels those dungeon and drama, dragons and dating. Those were cute, fun. They were more contemporary, obviously. So I was surprised, and I think that maybe I can handle young adult novels again because I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to anymore. I also really like The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which we talked about. I think about that one randomly all the time, which is by the same author as the Celestials, not the Dungeons. And I enjoyed Once Upon a Broken Heart, which we read and went on and on about. Obviously, I like The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I want to talk about that.
You can never say the title. I
Seven
want you to
Husbands
know.
of Evelyn
You
Hugo?
always go, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Every single time.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's a long title.
Okay. I really enjoyed The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
There you go.
I can fix that.
They're
I can
all
make it better.
it's got several words in it. It's not all one word, Jenna.
So the funny thing about that is that I said that I really like the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Every single time I go to talk about that and I'm not thinking, I always say the Irregular Society. No. Or the Very
Witch
Irregular.
Society, Irregular Societies.
Yep. And then I really enjoyed.
Did you not include that one in your list?
Well, no, that one wasn't this year, but I think
you're
I didn't
right.
include a different one.
Marissa, if you have 12,
I have
dang
12.
it, it's
Because
me now.
I just finished Everybody in This Room Will Someday Be Dead.
Oh no.
Not too long ago, so I forgot to add that one. That one stuck out to me. That one stuck with me for a second.
I like books like that kind of stick with you and keep you thinking and stuff. So
I think you'd like that. That one was contemporary.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like
you told me little bits of it, and I already was interested.
yeah. I told Jenna, is it sad that I consider a book about somebody who's like having panic attacks over the idea of life and death a cozy read?
No, I could see it. It's not cozy for them, but it's cozy for you.
It's just very relatable, okay? I will say my one critique of that book is that it's not really chaptered.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it has parts, but it doesn't have chapters. And then, but it's made up for in the fact that it's written in, like, really quick scenes.
I was gonna say, I think I just read a book like that. It was chaptered, but they didn't even have numbers over the chapter, and it was like, I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, I think it only had, like, 4 parts.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. I think the last one was, like, but the last one was, like, 15 pages. But in total, it was, like, a 240-page book. It was really short. But it's, like, some of the scenes are literally, like, 3-sentence scenes. And then it, like,
Oh,
has
wow.
a space to the next one.
dang.
So,
Look, the author that I've been trying to read could learn from that
yeah.
with her 2-page paragraphs.
They need an in between,
Yeah.
a balance between them.
Somewhere in between. Yeah. I will give that one a go. Did you have that in
I have a
Kindle?
physical.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is it shareable? And do I have to find it somewhere?
As long as your kid doesn't destroy it, because I got it from an indie bookshop, so it's...
He will not be allowed near it. He's fine as long as it's not a book I'm annotating. When I'm annotating, he's like, I must draw too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, sir.
I looked at my challenge just to make sure, my Goodreads, just to make sure I was not wrong in my listings, and I am right. I did read 48 books this year. Look, have read 48 books so far. So, I don't know what you guys are doing.
You know what's funny is I don't think I even checked my Audible to make sure that I was accurate, but I think 25 is accurate. It looked accurate to me. Although
She
sometimes
comes
when I scroll
back
through,
next week, and she's like, actually, guys, it's like 66 books.
yeah,
Right.
actually, I've read way more than Megan. Way more.
Hey,
Well, how many books do you read to Elias at night?
Usually it's the same book 700 times.
There you go. And
But at
however
least-
many times you read it.
I was say at least I think we have about 7 books that we circulate through. So
One for each day of the week. He's like, Mommy, it's Monday. So it's Llama Llama, Red Pajama.
we read that one 2 days ago. So yeah, just about Monday.
Oh, it wasn't Monday.
No, Tuesday. I think Monday was the monster at the end of the book.
M for Monster, M for Monday.
Yeah.
I'm just proud that I've read more than 1 book a month, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I also was in a reading slump for a while there.
Yeah, you've actually been doing good. I feel like almost every time I talk to you, you're reading a different book.
Yeah, in the past, like, 2 months, but
Yeah, that's
beginning of the year, I was not reading anything.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about recently. The beginning of the year didn't happen.
I also have DNF'd a lot of books I've talked to you about, so...
That's fair.
I've done like four DNFs this year so far. I'm
Look
pretty
at
proud of
you.
myself.
DNFing.
And I never thought I would because I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
But no, I
used to be
couple.
stubborn. I'm not anymore.
I don't have time to read things I don't want to read.
Yeah, life's too short, right? That's my mentality. Life's too short to match your socks,
But
and life's too short to suffer through books that you don't read.
that's where,
You
yeah.
don't want to read.
Once I started thinking that way, I was like, okay, I'm able to DNF. But for a long time, it was like, no, I must know what happens at the end of this so that I can say that I've read it.
That's why you skimmed.
That's a quote for you of the life's too short to read what you don't want to read or
There you
whatever.
go.
Yeah.
DNF.
Yeah.
For our star ratings.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did we record the quote that you had earlier?
Which one? The
We're a literary podcast, not a that isn't literal.
yeah.
Was that recording? 'Cause
I don't know.
We
I
should.
think so. I
Marissa's
don't know.
in
We
charge
should
of
have that
I
in
recording.
there
don't know.
somewhere.
It was 30 minutes ago. I don't remember.
That's fair.
Anyway, have there been any notable reads that you guys like that was like mediocre, but you're still thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this. The Luminous Dead I read, and I think the writing of it was very mediocre.
Okay.
But I liked the story. There's stuff I think about with it, but it's not like it was like, man, this really stuck with me the way I thought about it. But I've been reading a lot more like spooky, scary books, and so
Yeah.
that was something that I thought about a lot.
Well, guess what? That one's spooky and scary.
know.
I just brought over Jenna's book, the Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews, because we're now swapping.
Yeah.
So
I did finish Yumi at the Nightmare Painter, guys. Guys, I finished it. You guys have heard me talk about, I'm going to finally finish this for probably 7 episodes.
and there it is.
And I did. I finished it.
But I'm very curious. When we're not recording, I want to hear the ending of The Luminous Dead.
The ending of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Megan wants
we
to know all the
had
spoilers.
our reading day. And you were telling me about
I was
it.
telling you.
and so now
Okay,
I'm
I forgot
curious.
about. I was all like, "Why do you want to know the ending
We
of this
hung
book?"
out,
It's so random.
Marissa. We hung out.
Once upon a time, we were
I
friends.
was so curious. Anyway, but yeah, that's one of Haley's favorite books. She talked
Yeah.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For me, I think that the One True Loves was very mediocre for me, by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and the Trial of the Sun Queen. But both of them have kind of stuck with me. The unfortunate thing was the Trial of the Sun Queen. It's 4 books, and I got through 3 of them, and was like, do I really want to go to the 4th one? Because by the 3rd one, the romance had been killed for me.
Oh no.
I didn't care. Maybe I
Um,
should finish it just because I have given 3 books of it. But then, DNFing world, right?
Yeah. Don't read what you don't want to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, which breaks my heart to say. It was very mediocre to me. I felt like the story didn't even pick up until like 60% of the way through. Like the first 60 was, I wouldn't even say it was world building. I would say it was just whatever is happening to her, like the main character. Her name is Paige. I will continue the series though, because I do think that it is one of those that as it goes on, it gets more convoluted, and maybe there's like political intrigue in there. I mean, I can already tell that there's going to be political intrigue. But I think book 2 is where it's going to like really pick up.
Was the Bone Season, was that her first novel?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that makes sense. Usually first novels, you're kind of still finding your voice and how you want to.
She did do a author's preferred text though. So she did go in
Okay.
and do like heavy edits on these. And that's what I read, because I wanted to say, oh, if this is the story that she wants to tell,
Yeah,
then I want to read that story. Especially, after 10 years, like you said.
absolutely. You're
She's
still
grown.
finding your voice and changing things. And then,
But yeah,
And
I
that's
still
that's
felt-
something I'll say about Luminous Dead. It is the first novel of the
Yeah.
author, so I am curious to read her other works.
Yeah.
Especially since Haley likes her so much and
Mhm.
she's read other stuff. I'm curious.
Yeah. I was helping Haley unpack her stuff, and we were doing her bookshelf, and I would like hand her the books because she does it in alphabetical order, and I'd be like, Caitlin Starling. What was it? T. Kingfisher, Caitlin Starling. So yeah, it was
obviously one of her favorites.
one of her favorites. Yeah, she has a lot of T. Kingfisher though as well, which I have never read any of their stuff, but I've heard great things.
Yeah, it's funny because I was like, where do I know that name from when I was looking at books? And I was like, where do I know that? And then I was like, oh, Haley.
Haley, yeah. Yeah. As for other mediocre books, I'm looking at my Goodreads, and there's not really that much.
That's good.
Yeah. Mostly enjoyed them or DNF'd them.
That's awesome.
I've got a lot of books that I've started that I don't consider DNFs because I have started them to get a feel, and I'm like, okay, I'll put this on my TBR type thing.
Yeah.
So I think there's been a few like mediocre books there that I've been like,
a pause.
Yeah, just I'll come back to this later, but I don't know yet. So
I have a few books like that. Not this year, but I definitely have a few that I started and I'm like, I'll just add that to my TBR. And then the funny thing is that I have to let enough time go by so that I forget what happened, so that I don't sit there and like, where was I again?
Right.
Yeah,
But
I started that book. I think I sent you guys when we were talking about what are short books we could do for LGBT, and it's called Upright Women Wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the writing is very mediocre, but it's interesting enough that I'll probably go back to it at some point.
Yeah.
And it's a short book, so
Yeah.
what about any other crazy things that you're thinking of or want to do? Or actually, why don't we just talk about what we hope to do by the end of the year, because we have about half of a year
Writing.
Finish your book.
Yeah, definitely want to finish my book and finish editing my first book and start submitting to editors, or not editors, agents. But yeah, I just have to get like back into that feel again.
Yeah. It's not the easiest. What about you, Marissa? Anything you want to do?
I'm proud of what I have been doing already, so I'm just keeping that up. Like I said, like I was talking about earlier too, I'm going to be GMing for a little bit, so I'm excited for writing that campaign.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun last night talking about it all and setting it all up, so I'm excited to, figure out what the hook is going to be for them and actually see that play out.
Yeah.
I want to finish our murder mystery game that we did with you. I think it was a year ago now, because it was
Forever ago.
It was when Angela was in Europe
Yeah.
and Haley was in LA, so it was just us and Jenna's partner Jelani. Yeah. So I want to finish that. The problem is, as per my character doesn't care about anything or anyone except himself. So I didn't write anything down.
Yeah.
So I remember nothing except that my character was a supervillain. That's all I remember. And there's a lot of characters to keep track of.
Yeah. The campaign I'm going to be doing for the Kids on Bikes system is they decided they wanted the setting to be Y2K.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to start off in December 1999.
Oh my gosh.
So they're going to have those blow-up couches. Do you remember those blow-up
Oh my
couches
gosh, yes.
that were like neon pink?
Oh, we did so much like 1999 like looking stuff up. They decided that their hangout place, because they're all teenagers, is going to be Taco Bell. And
Yeah.
they're all like, what was the slogan back then? It was the Yo Quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah.
With the Chihuahua. And it's like, this will be a lot of fun.
I hope they use that randomly as like, their like battle cry, like, come on guys, yo quiero Taco Bell.
I can't say this on the podcast, but remind me to tell you about what the high school and their mascot is.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Because it's very messed up, but it's because we all have dark humor.
I love it. Okay.
But they did also decide that it was going to be a spooky forest type place.
Spooky forest. We can't escape the spooky
know.
forests.
I know. It was all, they want to be like Pacific Northwest, spooky forest, like.
Humboldt area?
No, they're Washington.
Oh, Washington. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the
North,
serial
north,
killers are.
northwest.
Exactly.
There's a Golden State Killer.
It's literally like it's known like the serial killers are just like the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a big thing of.
yeah, like they had Bundy.
Oh my god.
They had
Kemper.
They had
Golden
so
State.
many. The
Zodiac.
I-5. Yeah.
Dang.
Just pretty much like Northern California to Canada.
What was in the water, man?
It's the forest. You're able to hide a lot of bodies up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I guess I don't think that way.
Don't worry, Jenna and I do.
We're here to do that for you. But yeah. Yes, that'll be fun. I can't wait to hear about it, because every once in a while Marissa will be like, oh, I have to tell you about what happened in our session today, and I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to just text you randomly to be like, you know absolutely nothing that's going on, but so far we're all vampires, even though we're not supposed to be or whatever.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna start telling Jelani, sorry, I have D&D on Wednesdays, but not play, just over here like writing the story down.
Start doing the memes that you've been doing for our D&D campaign and just randomly send them to Jenna.
Yes.
And that's how you get the storyline.
That's how I get the storyline. Or I sit here and make the memes for them so that they can just randomly get their notes from me.
You just randomly, is it on Discord? You pop into the Discord room and you're just like, hey guys, my sister's joining us, but she's just here as the meme maker.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what?
She's their scribe.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I love it.
The bard that goes around and tells the story, but very
badly
in memes, in the form of memes. Or no,
Oh my
it's like
I've played a character like that before in D&D.
that sounds amazing.
We're supposed to be throwaway characters. It was literally because one of our party members got separated from us, so he's like, I don't want you guys not to play, so we're make like these really simple throwaway characters just so you can be involved in it. And that player goes to meet a princess, so I decided I was the biographer for the princess, and I just followed her around and wrote everything down that she did. And it was all like, she opened the door with her left hand. Like, the stupidest stuff that is not important.
Oh, can you imagine that biography though? Just, it's like, okay, here's Princess Lives part 35.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can you imagine the gossip of that though? That'd be so fun. People are like, oh my god, did you hear that one guy proposed and she turned him down?
Let me go back and read volume 33. It's
Yeah,
in volume 33.
We got to refresh ourselves.
Yeah, it's a play-by-play of everything of her life.
That sounds so fun.
It's like the Truman Show for her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What a
Except
poor
she knows
princess.
about it. Yeah.
Well, for me, for the rest of the year, I'm just hoping to continue on with reading a good amount of books. I want to do our arcs that we've been
Sifting through,
and start writing reviews for those. I want to get better about actually writing reviews for books, because sometimes it's like it takes me a while to gather my thoughts, but then by the time I've gathered my thoughts, I've moved on to another book and forget to go back and write down my thoughts. But yeah, I definitely want to be more active on that side of it. I feel like I need to read more books just because I want to have more books to talk about. But at the same time, like I said, I want to just pick good quality too. So
right.
I don't want to just be like going through books to go through books.
So don't listen to TikTok.
Don't listen to TikTok. Although TikTok gets me every time. They're like, do you want enemies to lovers? Here's this one quote, which is the only well-written quote in the whole book. And I'm
They
like,
make
yes.
it sound so good.
And then I'm like in it, and I'm like, whoa, wait, what did I just sign up for?
That's why I immediately the ones I don't like are the ones where it's the author like promoting their book and they're just like,
all the time.
oh, I didn't like the ending to this movie, so I changed it and have these characters, and they don't say what the book is.
Right.
Or it's like, book out now or something, and I'm going, okay, tell me what your book is. I don't want to have to hunt it down. And then when I do, then I immediately go to Goodreads and look at the reviews.
Yeah.
Because we've been burned.
We've been burned by you before.
My only other thing that I want to do this year is just get a job. Focus on like saving money, because we're not close enough to like buy a house, but we're like, we've been so good about saving money that we're pretty proud of ourselves.
Nice.
So maybe we'll get a house. And I keep thinking I want a house that has like a den or like a second living room, and that could be like the game room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So not only for like to host D&D or whatever, but just to like play more board games.
Yeah.
And just like enjoy, I don't know, just enjoy social life, I guess.
Megan's goal is to be more social. Jenna and Marissa's goal is to be less social.
The only problem with that is my partner is not social. He is so antisocial, to the point that when I was like, yeah, my friend Maya's going to come stay with us, and he's like, okay, how long? And I was like, a week. And he was just like, okay, I have 3 weeks to mentally prepare.
Oh. Yeah.
And then we're joking about me potentially hosting D&D, and I'm just like, the second Maya leaves, he's going to need like 3 weeks to
He's like, look,
to recuperate.
I was social for an entire week.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
And then the one time we all went camping together, he just fished the whole time.
Yep.
Speaking of, if you want to go fishing, there's great fishing up there. Just get your license if you don't have it already.
A day pass.
No, yeah, last year I got my license, and I was like, I'm going to do the whole year because I want to actually go
Yeah.
fishing. I want to go out with my dad. So I kept messaging my dad of like, hey, I got my license. Let's do it. Never did it. I didn't go fishing once. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
Okay. Yeah, we can get you a day pass.
Day passes
Not-
are better if you
not
decide
me,
to do
but
that.
You can get yourself a day pass.
We can do it for you.
But what would be really fun, and kind of what I would look for if we go up to the cabin, is to, like, if you go fishing, we just sit on the shore and read, or
Yeah.
you know, pull up some chairs and some foldy chairs and read, and just enjoy, listen to podcasts, like Brawlers But Killed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That would be fun. What about you? Anything else? Anything else we want to talk about for our mid-year review? Anything else stand out to you this year?
Have you guys watched any good shows besides Yellow Jackets?
Bluey. And
I mean, Bluey's always good.
yeah, I've watched Bluey enough times that I could probably reenact the entire show for you.
Oh, there you go.
And it's like 150 episodes, given
Yeah.
they're 8-minute long episodes.
Yeah,
but-
they're pretty quick.
except one. One is 25 minutes.
Yeah. How about you? Any video games that stand out to you?
Oh,
Marissa?
I mean, I played Assassin's Creed. I never finished it. I need to go back and finish it. We've been playing 7 Days to Die. Me and my friend Steven. And yesterday we were joined by some of our D&D group. And they just had a big update, so that's
Ooh.
what we've been into lately. I've been watching Criminal Minds again because the queerbait has sucked me in again.
The original, right? Because I know that there's a Criminal Minds.
No, I'm watching Evolution now.
Oh, okay.
But I skipped a bunch, so I'm like piecing things together of like, oh, so there's this whole like syndicate going on in the
Yeah.
background. It's interesting, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch the ones that I didn't watch eventually.
Yeah.
And then I've just been watching a lot of reactors lately. I got a couple reactors that are watching Ruby. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I finally get to experience this again, and it's great because one of them's bisexual and the other one's a lesbian, and I'm just watching them like ship these people that I've shipped before, and I'm all like, yes, fall into the same traps I've fallen into.
And Ruby's been going on for a long time now, like almost 10 years, right? Over
yeah,
10
but
years?
it's not going on right. Like new stuff hasn't come out in a
Oh,
long
okay.
time, and
Okay.
like I want to say a year and a half because I was in this apartment when the newest one happened, but Rooster Teeth got shut down, so they stopped
Right.
making it.
Right.
But it's gotten picked up by Viz Media, and you know it's been a lot of stuff of like, hey, Ruby's been picked up by Viz Media, but nothing's happening. So
Oh, it's in the dungeon. That's what we call
Yeah.
it in the K-pop world when like the band members haven't not debuted, had to come back in a while. We're just like, oh, they're in the dungeon because they still have a contract.
yep.
Dang, the show dungeon.
Yep. I would like for that to come back, but never know when that's going to happen or if it even does.
Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed because I do want to go back and watch it because I remember liking it and I liked the art style a lot because it was really unique.
One of my favorite things about watching Ruby, other than the story and the characters and all of that, is watching the development of it,
Yeah.
of like just the growth in animation. 'Cause
Right.
it starts off very indie, and it's like every background character was a shadow character in the first season.
Yeah.
And then, like the second season, they got like features, but they were like standing still. And like by the time you get like 4 or 5 seasons in, it's like a full flushed out.
Nice.
Thing.
They got the funding and the skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just finished what was it? The Handmaid's Tale. That's really the only notable show. Oh, I guess You. We finished You. You is completely done now. Handmaid's Tale was fine, except now that I've like sat with the ending, like the series ending, I'm kind of over here just like they could have done it better. But they're doing that. They ended it the way that they did because it has been picked up for a new series called The Testament, which is the second book of The Handmaid's Tale that Margaret Atwood released a couple years ago. So they, I guess, according to the showrunners, they were kind of had their hands tied because they had a way that they wanted to end it. But when The Testament came out, then I don't know if it was whatever, but I guess they kind of had their hands tied of how they could end it because they wanted to take The Testament and use that as groundwork for a future show. So we'll see. So the world of Gilead is not over, but June's story is over. And Haley's been watching it, so it's been nice to have her get that reaction
Yeah.
from her that we got with Jenna doing Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
So, yeah, those are pretty much it for shows for me. Just those two main ones. Yeah.
My other shows that are adult is like Ghosts. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The
I've
Rookie.
Been
and
watching that without you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can watch it with Jelani. It's fine. We can always, because he gets sad when I watch it with you, and then, so might as well just give it to him. We have the rookie anyway. We have the whole,
which I know you've been watching without me.
I've watched a couple episodes without you.
I love Nathan Fillion so much.
And then, what is the other one that I watched that was, I think just Ghosts and Rookie, huh? Upload. I watched Upload, but that was last year.
Upload. Yeah.
They haven't had a new one since
I watched the first season of that. I didn't finish.
It's good. It's cute.
We
thought we could put it on because we watched it when Elias was littler, and we put it on, we're like, this is not appropriate.
Yeah.
Never mind, we can't do this.
The thing about Upload is my dad was like, yeah, you should watch that. This was when I was like still in Korea. He's like, you should watch that. It's very bingeable. And I'm thinking bingeable is like high stakes, very like cliffhanger endings every single time. And so when I started watching it, I was like, this is not the same. He must be talking about a different show. And then he was like, no, it's quick and easy bingeable.
Yeah.
Not like a high stakes kind of thing. So I was just like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
I liked the Black Mirror episode that had the same concept. San Junipero.
I did not watch Black Mirror.
I never watched all of it, but San Junipero was one of the lesbian storylines, and I think it's one of the few episodes that has like a satisfying ending rather than like this is creepy and ominous. And
Yeah.
What was the premise? I never remember the titles.
It's the premise of Upload too. It's you go into the afterlife by uploading your consciousness into it, and so they're two women who are older and dying, and so they're like doing like testing of it before they actually die, and they meet in there, and they're like meeting in different time periods, but usually the 80s.
Okay, I think I need to go back and rewatch that one because anytime a new Black Mirror season came out, I just binged it all in one go. Like the one that came out this year, I would just finished in the first episode that has Karen from The Office in it. I sobbed on that episode, and Hanson like came out and he was just like, what is going on? And I'm just like, it's just so sad. And then when I talked to Hannah later that day, and she's like, oh, tell me about the episode, and as I'm like recounting the episode, I just start crying again.
Oh my gosh.
It was so, but I don't know, it was too much.
I can't. I'd never watched that series. Like I'd pick and choose my episodes. Like I was watching them on TV, and just whenever one came on, that's what I'd put on. But I just chose which ones I wanted.
Yeah. When I first got into it, I was with my coworker, and I said, oh yeah, I started watching Black Mirror last night. And he's like, oh, how'd you feel about the first episode? And I was just like, I don't know, it's fine, whatever. And he's like, no, the first episode. And I was like, yeah, it was fine. And he was like, the one with the pig? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking. What? No, it didn't have a pig in it. But I had gotten into it when like season 3 had come out. So Netflix immediately put me on episode 1 of season 3.
Yeah.
And so then I went back and I was just like, oh, I see. Oh, I see what he's talking about. Yeah. So don't start with season 1, episode 1, because I could imagine people not watching anything after that. If that's like... You guys are looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I didn't watch that episode.
Don't watch it.
I watched the virtual reality like video game episode.
I liked that one a lot.
Yeah,
I loved that one.
Creepy but cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also another one with Josh Hartnett in it that was also like creepy and cool, but more creepy. I don't know. Josh Hartnett can just play creepy people really well. But it was nice seeing him in something after so long.
In a while.
Yeah, I saw him in M. Night Shyamalan's movie. I forgot what it was called. The one that came out last year. My mom and I went and saw it because we both like Josh Hartnett. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I have never watched a single Black Mirror episode, so
there's some really good ones though.
I've heard.
We should cater a list for you.
Yeah. Find a list of ones that I'll enjoy. But yeah. Okay. So that'll kind of wrap us up for our year wrap up. Wrap us up for the year wrap up.
It's not the
Mid-year. It's not, the year's not over.
You want to finish the year already?
We're done.
We're done.
I was July end of the year.
I was asking Marissa if we could skip July and August, because I was just done with hot. So I'm like, can we just jump to like September, October and be prepared for pumpkin spice season?
Literally on my way down of here, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait for the episodes when we're like, it's pumpkin season, you guys. busting out our pumpkin teas. Yeah.
And Marissa's like, I'm over here with my apple.
Yep,
Apples.
Apple cider. I'll have a bunch of apple cider and apple teas.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, mid-year wrap up. So I don't want to skip pumpkin season, but I could be persuaded to skip July and August if prompted well. And if that just literally means, hey, you don't want to deal with the heat, right? And then I'd be like, yes.
Right. I don't
Let's
know.
skip it.
I'm going back to school in October, so
That's true.
Oh, fun. Why didn't you talk about that?
because it's just taking a couple classes. I'm
Oh, okay.
going back to try to get that project management certificate that I
Nice.
said I was going to get forever ago, and then became the only person on my shift and couldn't take school and doing my
Oh, right.
full workload.
Yep.
Hey, you guys hiring?
Always.
Always.
Honestly, you got a bunch of different departments you could choose from.
How about a writing department?
No.
Dang it.
Not that one. Yeah, I am excited for you to go to school, but I'm also excited for us to possibly go visit mom in October too, right before your schooling.
Why didn't you guys talk
Yeah.
about that?
We forgot. Sorry.
Because my schedule's never confirmed, and so I can't.
Oh,
It's really
yeah.
hard to plan.
And we're like, yeah, we're going to go visit mom at the beginning of the year, and that never happened.
And then it's April, and then that never happened.
So October.
So October, yes,
And that will never happen.
it will.
Just as long as it doesn't go around my birthday, because I want to have a Hobbit-themed birthday.
Oh, fun.
Since Haley had a Venusian Dreams birthday,
Yes,
and Angela had a Tea Party birthday,
you need a
I think we
Hobbit.
need to start having themed birthday parties
I like
again.
it.
So mine is going to be Hobbits,
I love it.
which is perfect because no shoes are allowed in my house.
Yeah,
And I just want yummy food and everyone to be comfy.
and second breakfast.
Yeah, maybe a brunch and it'd be second breakfast
There
is
you
the
go.
theme.
There you go.
I like it.
I know very little about The Hobbit, but I can throw out random things and make memes.
Yeah. I have a whole Lord of the Rings cookbook, so
I love it.
and I'm sure you could just Google and
Yeah.
come up with
I have-
amazing stuff.
I have this person that I follow on Pinterest or whatever, and she does themed.
Yeah, you had me follow her on Instagram. Yeah.
It was great.
She has a whole Lord of the Rings Hobbit.
She does like I
Selection.
think it's like Lord of the Rings. I think she had like Legends of Zelda, Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
I think she did
like, fantasy one. Sleepy Hollow.
Maybe, yeah.
I know she had Sleepy Hollow.
I don't know. I just randomly get them because the algorithm is just garbage.
So good though, so good. That I made her apple pie one time and I was like, yes. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna actually wrap up this episode now.
For realsies.
For realsies, find us on Instagram, Facebook, follow us, TikTok. We posted a cool video, and everyone seems to really like K-pop Demon Hunter. K-pop Demon Hunters. I can
Yeah.
say it right. Megan looked at me like, you butchered that.
I didn't look at you at all.
Not as bad as this.
Yeah, that's true. Not as bad as... But yeah, so find us on those and give us a follow, give us a like. And reach out, give us recommendations on what you think we should read the rest of the year, and yeah, listen to us wherever you listen to us. Tell your friends to listen to us. Do those things. But I guess I have to read you a quote. Oh no, wait,
What are we reading?
What are we reading, guys? What are
We're
we
all reading something fancy.
Yeah, what are we reading,
We're
guys?
all reading
Are we?
something fancy.
Well, I don't know if you've started it yet.
I have, but I wouldn't describe it as we're all reading something fancy.
I
It's
like
fancy
it.
because they're not out yet.
It's
Oh.
fancy-ish.
We all got ARCs.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, ARCs are advanced reader copies. They also call them galleys, I
Yeah.
guess. And I signed us up for NetGalley, and I was just like, I'm just going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And I put in like 15, and we got a bunch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have to talk about them. I will not be finishing mine until our next episode.
Yeah.
But I will be giving a detailed review of that at the end of our next episode.
Nice. You want to talk about what?
Oh,
one
yeah,
it is?
sure. So I'm starting off with Red City by Marie Lu. And I'm a huge Marie Lu fan. I've been there since Legend. And this is like, it feels very adult to me, this book, because there are some spicy scenes in it. But I'm feeling it's a friends to enemies to lovers book. I'm so excited for it.
Oh, okay.
And I will give more details next time, but it seems to be good for people who like These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong and Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the anime, because it's all about alchemy.
Nice.
And Philosopher's Stones. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Marissa?
I am reading The Salvage by Ambara Salam. It's another kind of creepy book. It's like the 60s. She's an archaeologist that's going diving to get like stuff from this shipwreck in Scotland. So it's like super cold up there. And yeah, kind of like Megan, I'm going to wait for a review until after I'm finished with it because I've got some mixed feelings right now. Some positive and some negative stuff. But I'm about like 25% through. So
Yeah.
not too far into it yet.
I'm reading The Battle of the Bookshops, which I had literally never heard of. It's by Poppy Alexander. But Megan, I think it might have been one of the first ones you requested.
It is the very first one I requested, yeah.
So I got that one. I figured it's going to be an easy, quick read, rom-com. I'm only 8% of the way through. I'll give a full review later. I'm not 100% certain on how much I love it right now. But it's like a Romeo and Juliet retelling with the bookshops. So we'll see.
That's
I do like Romeo and Juliet.
Because it's Romeo and Juliet and books. But
like
yeah.
the main characters are literally Romeo and Juliet. It's Roman Montbeau, Roman Montbeau, and Juliet Capithorne or something like that. And I'm like, okay, couldn't be Jules Capithorne. And I was like, couldn't be more Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I guess that's it. That's all we're going to do. That's all we're talking about. I'll have a review for that later. And I'll end us on a quote. So this quote Marissa found. Thank you. It's by Lloyd Alexander. It says, "Keep reading. It's one of the most marvelous adventures anyone can have." I thought that was perfect for today. And yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.